Well, happy Tuesday, my friends. Well, it's August 6th already. Got like 41 days or so before I'm a resident of North Carolina. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to being around family and all that good stuff. Anyway, I want to do a video today. I might do another one tonight sometime too. I'm back in my kitchen again. That's where the most lighting is. Like I told you guys, I have no desk. I have no lamps. I just got my kitchen light and stuff. So that's about all I got. Should have done a video earlier today, but like I said, I'm extremely busy trying to get my shit together. But I'm going to do a quick video. And like I said, most of these videos are quick. I don't want to bore you guys to death. I don't want to bore myself. Here's a video today about the 10 FBS schools or teams that I really do like. Not counting West Virginia. I'm going to leave West Virginia out of that. Go Mountaineers. Go Mountaineers. But it's the 10 schools that I root for all the time. And as long as they don't play West Virginia, I'm rooting for these teams. I've always liked these teams here. And it was pretty easy 10 for me to pick. It really was. In no particular order. Here we go. I like Oregon State. I love the Beavers. The orange and black, pretty cool colors. It remind me of Rossford back in the days. Whatever. That's was one of our rivals playing football back in the day, but that's all right. Corvallis, great fans there, great fan support. They should be in the Big 12. Hopefully they will be pretty soon. But along with Washington State. And yeah, Oregon State. I love Oregon State. I always root for Oregon State. Okay, next on my list is Army. One reason, because my dad was served in World War II and he was in the Army. So this will go out to my dad, even though he was a West Virginia fan. He liked the Army as well. So go Army. Go Black Knights and West Point, New York. Love Army. So that's two on my list. And here's another one on my list. The only Big 12 school on my list, outside of, of course, West Virginia, of course, is BYU. I love BYU. I'm out in Provo, Utah. They got class act fans. The fans are great. The Mormons are good people. Really, really, really good people. They really are. Really nice. Every Mormon I met are so nice and stuff. And I always root for the BYU Cougars. I have since the Ty Detmer days, especially when they knocked off Miami. It was great. I loved it. Anytime you can knock off Miami back in the heyday, it was a great thing. But they won that game 28-21. Miami was ranked number one. But so BYU is on my list. The top 10 teams I like in FBS. After that is a team I call the Baby Mountaineers. Appalachian State out of Boone, North Carolina. They've been at FBS now for 4 or 5 years, I guess. I don't know how long, or maybe longer, I don't remember, but I think about 4 or 5 years. And I do like Appalachian State. It plays on the whole about 30,000 people, but I always root for Appalachian State to win the Sun Belt. Okay, next on my list is the other team in Oregon, the Oregon Ducks, out of Eugene. Fine name. Just hate to, be biased or anything, but I'm telling you what, Eugene is a fine fucking name. Anyway, they play out of Eugene, Oregon. Also, Oregon has a Burns, Oregon. Pretty cool. I'm just saying. Anyway, Oregon Ducks, always root for him. Phil Knight, he's putting a lot of money, at his school, and they are very close to winning national championship. They've been close a few times before, but watch out for Oregon this year. But I always root for them. Okay, next on my list is with my notepad. I find it easy to do that, just jot shit down. That's why I have to look over sometimes. I don't have it memorized in my head. But next up on my list is a Mountain West school out of Laramie, Wyoming. We're talking about the Wyoming Cowboys. I just love, the place only holds 29,000 something, and I think it's Memorial, maybe it's Memorial Stadium or something like that. I forget what it's called, but I like the fans. The state of Wyoming is beautiful, and hey, I always root for Wyoming. Enough said. Next on my list is actually I got like 3 Mountain West schools on here. The other one is San Jose State Spartans out of San Jose, California. They're kind of the underdog. Nobody talks about San Jose State. Nobody gives a shit about San Jose. I do. I always root for the Spartans, San Jose State, and so they're on my list. I always, like I said, wish them nothing but the best. Next on my list is a school that got kicked out of the MAC a few years back. Right now they're currently independent. Hopefully they'll get in the conference soon. They're not very good in football at all. They're more of a basketball school. They pay out of, I think it's Amherst, Massachusetts. And we're talking about UMass or / Massachusetts Minutemen. I guess the reason I have them on my list is because, well, for one thing, Massachusetts is a beautiful state, especially in October with the fall colors. I'd love to go to New England someday, and it'd be, I hate to use the word bucket list, but I like to use the term list. My list of things to do is go to New England and visit all 6 New England states. That'd be great. But Massachusetts is definitely on my list. I guess this is kind of a pity thing because I feel sorry for them. I wish Massachusetts had a good football program. The place only holds 17,000 people. They need to expand, but it's tough to expand when the fans don't show up. Yeah. Anyway, they're on my list. Now, the last team on my list that I root for all the time, although they don't pay my beloved Mountaineers, is a team that should probably be in the Big 12 or something like that, because they can play with the big boys. They don't give a shit. They'll play with anybody. I guarantee you, when they play Oregon this year, it'll be one hell of a game. The Boise State Broncos, probably the best field in all of college football. That blue turf, you can't beat it. Great fan support. They put money behind their programs. I think they're expanding their stadium a little bit too. Like I said, Boise State can play with anybody. The Broncos. I mean, they don't fuck around. And that's why I wish West Virginia would play them. That'd be pretty cool. But Boise State's definitely my 10 teams I root for. So let me go through this list again. Oregon State, Army, BYU, Appalachian State, Oregon, Wyoming, Hawaii, San Jose State, Massachusetts, and Boise State. That's the 10 teams I root for, besides, of course, West Virginia. The teams I left off that I like but didn't quite make my list was Tulane, out of New Orleans, the Green Wave. I root for UTSA, Texas San Antonio, the Roadrunners, pretty cool name. And they got really nice uniforms. Coastal Carolina, the Chanticleers, the name's kind of, I don't know. Out of Conway, South Carolina. They got a great field. I like their teal turf. It's pretty cool, actually. And the other one's New Mexico State, the Aggies. Also, I should put Louisiana on the list. I like the Raging Cajuns. But anyway, that's the schools that I root for and I really like. I mean, like I said, leave West Virginia out of the equation. And I'm always rooting for these schools each and every Saturday. I mean, there's a couple, there's, of course, Oregon will be in the playoffs. I haven't winning at all, actually. I mean, Boise State, I think, could make the playoffs this year. I think Appalachian State could, well, I don't know about Appalachian State. Tulane, maybe. But there's not too many teams on this that's going to make the playoffs. But I don't care about that. This is just the teams I really, really like. Always root for them. And I wish them nothing but the best. Oh, by the way, I want to clarify one thing. I did my list last night of my top 10 favorite sports movies. Well, I might have to kick out The Best of Times and put Caddyshack in. I can't believe I forgot Caddyshack. One of my favorite films is Caddyshack. Anyway, Caddyshack is in my top 10 favorite films. So I can't believe I left out that movie. I also like Caddyshack 2. Most people don't, but who cares about, whatever. It's my opinion. Anyway, I love you guys. You know that. Video dedicated to my brother Jamie. You guys know that by now. And I'm going to do one more video tonight. I don't know what it's going to be about yet. Like I said, I'm going to do some more prediction videos eventually. I don't know about tonight, but I'll think of something. I always think of shit. Anyway, I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace out, my friends.